Let's see what she has done in her journey.
Hi, my name is Brian Lu. I'm from Scream For You.
Your company will go on to the next round.
I guess the next thing we need to concentrate on is the design.
These are a few examples on paper. This is the final one we have done. This is the one we had on paper, right?
Looks good. Okay.
Yeah, I like the clean look and feel. Pretty close to what we wanted.
Okay, yes. We want to make sure that the interface is really, really good.
If you can have a different revenue stream, like leveraging on branding and sponsorship and advertising.
What we decided to do was to get funding.
To kickstart this whole thing, we are looking for 20,000 USD. It will be used to fund creative Malaysians.
What's the difference between your special program?
It won't be just accessible on just iPhones, but across mobile phone platforms, so you on an Android phone or BlackBerry.
Wow, wonderful. I think I will make a commitment today. I think he's come up with a fantastic program.
Instead of visiting the individual content providers, why don't we go to people that have networks?
How can I support this?
I would like to get you in as a partner to aggregate content surrounding the local and the international comedy scene.
I think the idea that they have come up with actually is exciting. A portal like this is good because would celebrities follow it? I think everyone will follow it. Now we have a chance to set up our own page on this portal so that anyone all over the world can go direct.
The next thing we are hoping to get is content on film and music.
We're speaking to content providers, obviously content providers that own local and international content. Your content would be films, music, you've got artists as well.
The biggest problem that we face, or we have been facing and continue to face, is the piracy problem.
How the content is being delivered to the end user without being intercepted along the way. There's a secure delivery system based on an algorithm that we have. No setup costs, no rental. What we do is we just take based on transactions.
I think what Hannah is doing is actually quite good. She understands the problem of the industry. The framework is actually right now there. There's some groundwork being done.
I believe it was a really good meetup, and the feedback that he gave us was very valid. So very constructive input, and looking forward to it. Lots of work to do because it's a very short time. It's compressing what you're going to be doing in 2 months into a couple of weeks. So, but you know, we're up for the challenge. It's all good.
What we do with the 5,000 ringgit will eventually reflect on how well we can manage and maximize on the 500,000 ringgit that we are currently
So what do you
seeking.
spend the 5,000 on?
Okay, we listed the activities for the 4 weeks. It included doing the preliminary framework for the portal, as well as the web and mobile interface. We also worked on securing partnerships with the strategic content providers.
What are the services you're going to offer in phase 1?
Revenue streams will come in the form of downloads. So transaction-based is one, but we will not just rely on transactions. There will be a gift shop where people can, virtually gift wrap different sorts of content.
Who do you see as your competitors for this particular aspect of it?
Ours were very specific. For example, if you talk about YouTube, what comes to mind? Videos. If you talk about Facebook, it's social networking. Then if you talk about ByteMe, similarly, we would like to position the portal in a segment where people can easily identify with the portal. In this case, we have one word to describe ByteMe, and that's creativity.
Amazon is offering this particular service. Yep. Anybody who wants to sell digital content, they can actually upload it to their Amazon Advantage program.
The other competitor we see is iTunes. Because iTunes has all sorts of content, and we are leveraging on the concept of iTunes to reach out to the Android market. So what we are developing essentially is the iTunes for all smartphone users. That would be how you can differentiate yourselves from iTunes, because iTunes obviously is only based on Apple devices. But how about Amazon Advantage?
Okay, I'll tell you one feature which we have, which Amazon hasn't got. Okay. For example, app.
When was the last time you checked Amazon?
Well, I'm talking about this particular app. It's an app which would be able to generate a lot of revenue because people send greeting cards all the time.
My question is, how do you compete against Amazon's this particular specific Advantage program, where people can also upload whatever digital content they have and sell it through Amazon store?
We won't be competing against Amazon per se, but complementing that for the users of Amazon when they sell content. It's just, we're providing just another additional stream of opportunity for them to monetize content.
But what is your core business? I mean, really the core focus of your business model?
Creativity, content. A portal, a marketplace to buy and sell.
How much you're asking and where is it going?
We're asking for
500.
total of 500,000 ringgit.
What is the money going into?
The funding that we are requesting will go into building or acquiring a dedicated team to work on the portal so that we can shorten the development time to go live on beta testing by June.
So what's the breakdown between marketing and development?
80% on development and 20% on preliminary marketing and trademarking.
It does sound challenging. Trying to be everything to everyone from positioning perspective, trying to be not just Malaysian but global also in that perspective, and having only 20% of that for marketing and having huge funding requirements that comes after that. Sure. You know how this sounds like to an investor, right?
Yes.
Within 2 years, I mean, if you had said 5 or 7 years and extended time, we could understand, but it's wow, it's a huge funding that you would require.
In the worst case scenario that we don't get the additional 10 or 25 million, we are still able to project returns for our investors based on the 500,000 ringgit.
Okay, excellent.
Thanks. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
We didn't anticipate the tipping point number of content providers. We didn't actually anticipate that question. It's a good experience.
But we're still hopeful.
Yep. Fingers crossed.
All finalists have shared their journey and presented before the panel of investors. So, who will be moving forward to be in the running to win up to $500,000 ringgit of cash investments? Don't go away, it will all be answered after the break. Now it's time for the panel of investors to choose who will move to the grand finals. Will there be one or will there be more? Let's find out what the judges and investors have to say.
Anas, your pitch about establishing a Malaysian local fast food chain that expands its network through franchising is actually very compelling. However, we are rather disappointed that when we decided to do a site visit, none of your stalls were operating. All right. So we find that rather shocking, because we wanted to see how is the market reacting to your product. So we had 10 days and we were not able to actually do a market research on the acceptability of your product. So we felt that that doesn't give us enough information on how the market would accept your product. So right now we cannot consider your proposition any further.
I do believe that what I'm doing here is going to be moving fast. I got other offers, and once I'm going to execute all this, maybe I'll be coming back. Maybe. But if better offers coming in, like what I'm having now, I might not be coming back.
What the judges have found is that there has been a shift in focus from the time when you first started out till this current presentation. We found that you've gone from something that's a lot more focused to something that's a lot broader. It has actually become a general portal, if you like, where everything's on it. It's become a rojak spectrum of content. However, I think your journey in Make the Pitch ends here. Brian and Hannah, you are eliminated.
This is not the end of the road, not the end of the journey. So we still going to pursue this.
The idea is something that we really believe in, so we're just going to go ahead anyway.
And we'll find ways and means to